Hello friends and happy Friday. This is Pastor Edwin Estevez and I'm here at Grace Church in downtown Wilmington, and in just a moment, I bet you could guess, I will tell you where I'm sitting. But first, a couple of announcements. This Sunday, we continue our Sent Sermon series. Last week, Reverend Jim Miller kicked us off with the Great Commission, Jesus sending us out into the world. And this coming week, we look at another passage with Jesus sending out the disciples to a vision far bigger than they can even imagine. And I think there are a couple lessons for us in that story in the book of Acts. It tells us that God's vision is always bigger. It tells us that our ministry is in community, and we should have some humility about that. But it also tells us about being sent as witnesses to the love of God in Christ Jesus. So I'm excited about sharing that with you this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday also marks my final Sunday here at Grace Church. It's my final sermon, so it is also a farewell service. And so you are invited, if you feel comfortable to do so, to come, because it's also our reopening Sunday. It's going to be the first time we're reopening our sanctuary after more than a year of having it closed due to COVID and making sure that we were keeping our congregation safe. So if you feel comfortable with it, and we highly encourage you to be vaccinated and to wear your masks, to keep social distancing, all COVID protocols will be followed during the service, 10:25 on Sunday, April 25th, to join us in person. We will also still be live streaming the service. So if you feel more comfortable watching from home on Facebook, on YouTube, or at gracechurchwilmington.org, we invite you to do so as well. In person will also be welcome, but again, with following all COVID protocols, we have special guests. Superintendent Joseph Archie will be leading us in worship. We also have Tracy Keenan, who's preached with us before and is the wife of Reverend Jim Mailer. She will also be leading us in worship. She's the missional presbyter for Newcastle Presbytery. And we'll also have Cindy Coleman, who's the connectional presbyter, also of Newcastle Presbytery. And this is a way of acknowledging the partnership between Grace Church and Riverfront Church and all of the ministries like Kitchen Incubator and Cafe. And this is an opportunity to say goodbye in person, or again, virtually, if that's more comfortable for you. We'll still have our 9 o'clock prayer service, so you're invited to join for that. And of course, we'll still have other opportunities virtually to connect. A plan will be shared with the congregation around pastoral care coverage between May 1st and June 30th. As well as what leadership looks like. I'll still be leading staff meetings, leadership team meetings, crisis team meetings, and trustee meetings. So it's a way for us to be in connection as I also take my parental leave and vacation time. So friends, thank you so much for all of your encouragement, all of the ways you have supported, and especially a thank you to those of you who have felt moved to donate to the Farewell Fund. Once again, my wife and I have opted not to accept gifts personally, but rather we want these gifts to go to ministries we really cared about here at Grace Church. So you have an option to donate toward the Cafe and Kitchen Incubator ministry. You have an opportunity to donate to the Deaf Community Ministry, an opportunity to donate towards making this campus fully LED, or an opportunity to donate toward the Lumina Arts Incubator Ministry here at Grace Church. Those are all things Meredith and I really cared about and worked hard on, and we're so glad that they're going to live beyond us. And we're thankful for leaders like Pastor Chelsea and Vanessa who are working on these ministries and really leading the way. So we're thankful, we're grateful, and thank you so much for your support as you discern what giving looks like for you. And lastly, where am I sitting? Pastor Chelsea last week talked about Cafe Grace, and I am sitting on the new benches that will be painted today on Friday. You notice that they also have some storage options, so for pillow cushions that'll be used for seating, as well as some other storage. This is going to be a space that we envision with tables and chairs that, when it's safe to do so, people could come together and have an extended coffee hour following worship in the future. Offer hospitality to those getting food through our food distribution ministry. Offer hospitality to our volunteers and to all all the traffic that comes through Grace Church, but also even extending to the downtown and midtown here at Wilmington, as well as those who park in our lots, meetings that happen here. We really envision this as a space for hospitality, for Sabbath and reflection, and in a way of creating jobs here in the neighborhood. So you'll get more information about that, but I want you to check out this space. And look, even a service window where we might serve some of the people that park in our lot. Excuse me, sir, would you like some coffee? Happy Friday.